All right, so let's continue working on this. We'll have to implement database sharding today. What are we gonna do? Let's actually look at the DB, how it looks like, right? So whenever you run this binary, it will create a context palette DB in the home folder. Then there's context palette RS because that's the project name I gave it in the when I call the binary. I'll talk about it again. Maybe I can show you right now. So when you do dot target release right over here, this will give you a context palette RS. This is like what you did. We are passing this as a project name, okay? And then you have, there are two files. One is mapping.json and they're like database as well. I am using a very simple JSON DB right now. I don't want to overcomplicate it, but I understand like in the future I'll have to shift to another DB which is faster and more scalable. But the idea is to understand what are the limitations of JSON by using it first, and then going and kind of migrating to another DB. Sorry. Right. So whenever you call it for a single file, what I'm doing is I'm storing the indices of the DB that have the data for this particular file, because this DB can be huge. So let's say you have a 10,000 lines of code. If you're going through each line of code and if you're getting the commit information and last 5 commits as well, right? It's going to be huge. So what I wanted to do was like, I don't want to populate each file like maybe 25 MB of file and all, because when you load it, it's going to be like in the main memory and you don't want to overload your main memory. So the idea was to split it up. That's what like essentially I call it sharding, right? Like split the DB based on some criteria. Right? That's what I want to do. And then onwards we'll learn. I think that's the whole idea. So maybe let's go ahead and do it, right? Um, let's go. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out. Right. So now over here, as you see that src algo loc.rs has 0 in the list. So what that means is that the data for this, okay. Yeah. So data for this is in nvim context palette, and 0.json. So as you see that src algo loc.rs, it says it's in 0 index, so 0.json, you automatically do that, and that's the file. So right, it's already 543 lines of code, and it will be huge if you keep going on, right? Cool. So that's the whole idea. I hope you all get it. If not, please feel free to add in as a comment or just ask it on the Twitch stream. Okay. This is done. Now let's go ahead and start working on DB sharding, right? How do you want to split the DB? That's a very important question, right? The way you want to do it is like, at least what I'm thinking, that I want to limit the number of lines of code, like, or I can actually look at, like, honestly, I could look at what's the size of this file and I can just split it up once it's done. But to me, I can just set up maximum lines in each DB I want, and I can just go ahead and keep doing it, right? So it's easier that way. It's simpler, and I would like to implement it that way. And then I think later on we can, of course, see what is better. Okay, so we have srcdb.rs. If you see over here, let me actually resize it to this. We don't need this. Yeah, we don't need this, right? So over here, let's have, I think, do I have in config? Yeah, here, right? So pub constant, I can have maximum lines in each DB file, right? Very, U32 is fine. I would love this to be probably, let's say, I want 5. I will allow, let's say, 8,000 lines of code, right? And let's say arbitrary, arbitrary number for each DB is split up after it crosses this limit, right? That's what I want, and this is done. What's your problem, sir? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. File count, threshold, and return count. Yeah, this is something I'll need. Some more flags we will need in the future. So I'm just gonna keep it. Okay. I thought this will work. I need to change the. Cool. Yeah, okay, this is done. Let's go back and now use this, right? So the way we want to use it is over here. Just want to get rid of quick warnings here as much as we can. Cool. So where are we doing it? So whenever we append, right over here, I think not even here. Yeah, this function, right? So what are we doing here? So we are going through each line, then we are appending to the data, right? Get mute file data, and this current data we are appending, right? And then when we store it, this is where we store into a file. Yeah, I'll ignore the warning now. Okay. Uh, so what do we want to do, right? Any ideas? Right. So what do we want? Couldn't open the given file. Over here, where are we writing? Let mute file creates cell.db file path, right? Over here, if you see, we are changing this file path into this, right? Over here, we are calling it a valid index. Not even here, to be honest. This is read all. Mapping path object, find index. This is what we do. Not here. If indices is none, so not here as well. Yeah. Yeah. So what should we do here? We should check if the limit has crossed, and then modify self.db file path. Right. So we will have to check self.check file limit, and we can just say that self.db file path. Over here, this db file path we need to change. I don't think we need to pass it because it's already there. And check file limit. I need max lines in each db file. I don't need to pass it, but I just wanted to import it. Okay. Check file limit. If this is, I can just say is limit crossed. Yeah, something like this is better. And over here, right, what I can do is I can just check if the limit is crossed. I can actually modify the file path to contain the, let's say it should be, what are we using? I forgot. Da, da, da. Okay, where are you? Yeah, cell.folder path, right? Okay. Store, yeah. Okay, yeah, there you go. Cell.folder path. And then what you want to do here is cell.new index, right? So this new index, whatever that was before, you will have to do +1, right? And we'll have to also make sure that the new file is created, right? Now I'll come to pros and cons of it. Okay, this is something we will talk about it. Let me quickly. Oh God, I'm getting a lot of notifications from my company. Oh, all good. I was afraid if I'm on call. All right. So what do we do here? Pub fn function is limit crossed. Okay, that's it, right? You want self. Do I need mute? No, right? I think I'm fine with this. I just need self dot current data, right? And so max limit. So see, from what I understand now, given that I realize this now, this cannot be max lines in each db file. I mean, let's say max items. So let's actually, you know what? Because you cannot, you don't know really, right? Like what's the lines? Even if you know, it's like not immediately clear. So let's use max items, right? Okay, we store is limit cross the current data, and we can just say if dot size. Why you can't do size? Length. Oh, sorry. Okay, length. If it's greater than or equal to what do we have in max items, then what do we do here? Why are you expected use size found u32? Yeah. Okay. Uh, I can just wrap it around. Yeah. So this is what I want, right? So cell dot current data dot length. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I don't want to do this. I should actually. Yeah, this is better. Right? Because it could be something like huge as well later on, right? So I want to just make sure that I can compare. Should be fine though. Anyways, need to understand how usize works. To be very fair, what should it return? It should return bool. Let's say true for now. Self. Okay. Sorry. All right. So what do we do here? We will check um, length max items in each DB file. If it's there, then we need to. Yeah, then it's true. Just probably just return this as a. Yeah, that's it, right? Cool. This is done. Now what I want is if this is crossed, I don't need the parenthesis here. Sure, sir. Now this index plus one, right? So over here, this new file path should be created first. And I think we are doing it there. Cool. This is good, right? That's all we want. I think anything else that we should change. Actually, you know what? When you're storing, I would love this index to be instead of saying this. Yeah, this is much better, I would say. And in the mapping, we also update. We have to update, right? So we'll say that puff. No, let's do it here only. So in the mapping file, update the mapping file accordingly. You know what? When you're updating the mapping file itself, I'm just let me check because when you're doing find index, you get the current file path. You try to look at if this file exists, right? Then you do write mapping file. If it doesn't exist, then you create a new one. That's okay. You don't need to worry about it here. But when you get the mapping data, you get mapping JSON. You get the indices. If indices are none, the mapping file is there, but we just have, yeah, we just do index plus one. We don't need to do this as well. Um, we need to find the last index to be honest, because anyways, it will always be, yeah, we need to store some last available index as well. Yeah, this is something we should do. Cool. To do store last available index for the DB, because next time you should not start from 0. That's what we are doing in the binary right now. That's why I would love this to be um, a server instead of a binary. So what do we do? Cell.db file path index plus 1 because we don't have any indices for that particular file. This is fine. Last available index. But what we need to check is, actually, you know what? Let's do pub function get. I'm going to use it here. Let's say pub function get last get available index, right? Here I need mute, no. And we will check if is limit crossed. Sorry, I just came for Python. Okay. If cell dot is limit crossed, right? So this will help us know that, okay, we have crossed a limit so far, right? This means, but when you're doing the mapping file, the current data is really not polluted, right? So over here, you're essentially initializing DB. So you'll never know. Right. Yeah. Okay, makes sense. So all we need to do is get available index. We will do we'll have to read the file, right? So over here we can do is instead of doing cell dot index plus one, we'll do cell dot index equal to cell dot get available index, right? All I want to do is I hope that we have created mapping JSON. Yeah. So over here we can just say mapping JSON. So we are getting mapping JSON here, and let's call it hash map. Assuming a string of string. No, it's actually vec of integer u32. Let me check. What do you want me to return? U32, right? So let's just have it for now. Let me check what's really the type of mapping JSON. I forgot. Is hash map vec of future. Yeah, this is fine. Good. Good, I remember. I am missing out on a bracket. Cool. So what do you want now, right? So get available index should go. So I would love this mapping.json to contain just an index. Yeah, just get this thing for me for the given key, which should be last used index, right? I just want this. That's it. Since it's per project, so I don't need to worry about it as well. And this should be ideally, if this is, let's say, let value last used. I'm really curious, what's the variable? I keep forgetting what's the naming convention they follow, but it's okay. We will do if dot unwrap or default I'll do, and I want this to be u size, u32. So I hope, okay, okay, yeah, this is, yeah, okay. Unfortunately, you will have to keep it simple, right? And unwrap or default, what's the problem? Yeah, okay, this is fine, right? Dot unwrap, or I want this default to be 0. What's wrong over here now? Look, this is fine. Okay. Now can I just last use index 0? What's the problem? Wait a minute. This is what? Expected ampersand vec. Okay. Arguments to this method and try using conversion method. Okay. This thing. What do they mean? Expected reference ampersand. Why? Why are you expecting a reference over here? Does it return? It returns this t, right? So this is what? Let default vec. Let me do this instead. What's this? Yeah, this is vec of 32, right? So I'll do default vec here. Right. Just curious. So what's going wrong here? Okay, you know what? Let me just try unwrap. Yeah, it has the same problem, right? So found reference. Okay. So you're finding a reference here instead of this. Okay. Maybe because unwrap returns a reference to it. Now what's your problem? Okay. Cool. Now all I need to do is, because always you will have first element is either 0 or something relevant, right? So this is done. So we'll do get available index, right? Self dot index. This is fine. And over here, what is this? Yeah, okay. Oh wow, this is good. Didn't know about that. Okay. Alright guys, so this is done. Now one thing that you always want to do is whenever you're writing this to the file, you want this index to be written as well, right? So in the store, whenever we do, not really stored, but when we are writing this mapping string, right, this mapping JSON, I think this is fine because get available index we are doing. And we are saying mapping JSON dot insert current file path dot to string, right? I can just say current. This is fine for now. I don't need to change anything for now, right? But just in case this happens. So when you are storing, right? So that means that you have changed something, right? You're not just reading, now you're changing something as well. If limit is crossed, you want to, of course, self.index plus equal to 1, you can definitely do. But what I would like to do is, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. DB file path, this is done. Update the mapping file accordingly. Yeah, yes. Let's do, yeah, so over here, this will be mapping file path, right? You will have this. I'll do write ln. There was the reference to it. I'll just copy it here. And wait a minute, this file was opened here as well. I eventually want to reduce this redundancy, but it's okay for now. So write true, append false. Would love to append here instead. Yes, I agree. I don't disagree at all. No, but really I want to do this. Do you know what? Can we also store the mapping data? And let it be mapping DB type, I guess. Right? So when we do, where's the fine index thing? So we can do mapping JSON here, right? And over here as well. We are doing data dot insert, right? So we can do cell dot mapping data equal to data, right? Okay. Now over there, over here, what I want to do is I want to have, I'll have to deserialize into a string, right? So how will I do that? So you have Sharding JSON to string, right? You will use to string pretty. Okay. Yeah, you want to. If I don't do that, like if I don't do pretty string, I think it will be better. Let me see. Cell dot mapping data, right? Expect unable to deserialize data. It's not really right here. It's deserialize, right? This is done mapping string, and I can do mapping string here, right? One thing I have to do, of course, here is cell dot mapping data, and now I want to insert this with last available, last used index, and I want to pass cell dot index here. And you know what? Like whenever you're doing this, I would love cell dot mapping data. Okay, do we need this? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So this is done. Wait, did I just delete this? Yeah, this is what you want to do. Expected stuff, expected this. Yeah, sure. This is, you want a string. Okay. Yeah, what's your problem? Found you 32. Okay. Cool. This is done, guys. So now what we have done is we have updated the mapping data. Now we are also converting this into a string. We are writing that into the file as well now, which is good. This is what we want, right? Cool. I'm happy with it so far. I would love to see how it's working. There are some errors. Let's go through it. Okay. Cell dot mapping data. Oh, sorry. Maybe I can just clone it here. Yeah, there should be one more problem here. Yeah, there you go. Not clone. Should I be in a reference maybe? Maybe we can fix it later on. Should I be in a reference? Yeah. If I make it a reference, will it be better? Anyways, okay. So this is fine. We're doing good so far. So far, so good, I believe. Let's see if we broke anything so far. Okay. Let's delete the DB, whatever we had. Right now, I want to call it again. And I want to say author. Right. And I want you to do context pilot DB, context pilot RS mapping.json. Why? Because it did not find anything. So when find index does not really, if the mapping file doesn't even exist, it just does that. Yeah. So I'll have to do self.mapping data dot insert. I'll have to do here last use index, and I'll have to do, sorry, this is basically string from comma 0 u32. Actually, you want to cell dot index u32.2 back. I believe it's already good. Yeah, this is good. Let's do this again. Cargo build release, the target release. This is good. Let's do cat. Why is it not writing? Path new mapping file. I did add this to mapping data. Oh, we are not using data, right? We are so the problem is we are not using. We should be using mapping data here. Cat. This is what I want to do. Okay, I haven't called it yet. Yeah, there you go. So last use index is a vector of 0 because I want to keep it string to vector of string. That's fine. Now this last use index should change. Okay, let's call it for a different file this time. Let's say elgo loc.rs, right? And maybe I do cat again. Last use index is still 0. Let me see if I'm quite nervous actually checking this out now. Let's go to context pilot db. Let's go to context pilot rs. I'm going to go to 0.json. I'm happy that I just see one file. Elgo loc.rs is there. How about main.rs? No, not this. Origin file. Okay. How do I search the best way? Yeah, I think the only way to do is this. I don't find it. Yeah, this is bad. Something is wrong because we haven't appended to it, right? We are probably just, yeah, we're not writing it properly. So when we do store, right, let me show you the problem, right? So if I am doing dot target and if I do for main.rs again, it's going to overwrite this file, right? So this again is 849 lines of code. Oh, wait, it's working, is it? Wait a minute. Let me delete the DB. I'm kind of confused right now. So, okay, we did this for src main.rs, right? Now over here, sorry. Okay. 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 Yeah. Now over here, this origin file path contains src main.rs is 365 lines of code. Cool. Now if I do for elgo loc.rs, yeah, this is overwritten. Yeah. But next time if I do main.rs, it's working. Yeah, it's working because now it's appending. So maybe I'm just missing out on append somewhere and we can just fix that. Right, so how would you do that? So let's go here. Exists in return. When we are storing this is fine. Mapping data, I don't need to worry about it. I think current data is wrong here, right? So let me actually try this for another file. Let's say if I want to try for db.rs, is it, yeah, it's okay. Something is definitely wrong, right? If I do for main.rs, it's 822 lines of code. If I do now this for elgo loc.rs this time, yeah, now it's changed. Okay, so it's appending to the, oh, right. Oh, my bad. Okay, so it's actually working. Maybe let's try again. Okay, I'm gonna do this again. I don't have any file, right? So let's go to cd. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. So very first, I should have this created. Yeah, You have src algo lc.rs. It's 486 lines of code. Okay. Now I do main.rs. This C65. No, it's not working. Because the if I do this again, what happens? 849 lines of code. Yeah, it's appended. But if I do another file, okay, I did this again. Yeah, this is fine. Dot target release. Maybe I can do db.rs. Yeah, this thing. Yeah, now it is now changed. Something is wrong. So, oh, because the no, not this. Is it really returning true? When are we storing mute file object? Expect this is fine. Output string. This is current data, right? So, what you really want this current data to have? What we really want over here is that this db file path expect file create db file path output string self.current data write file couldn't write append false. Oh, that's why it's happening, is it? No, this is mapping file, hasn't got anything to do with. Oh, sorry, this should be mapping file path, right? No, wait a minute, what am I doing here? Why am I why am I okay, this is bad. Why is mapping? Oh god, this is, what am I doing here? Wait a minute, this is very confusing, right? So this should be mapping file path. DB file path. Okay, this is fine. Let's just do it here, right? Now updating mapping file, mapping content and file as well. Mute file, write in ln mapping string is fine here. So we are converting that mapping data. That's fine. Now what you do is you do DB file path. Yes, this is now fine. File create. Why am I creating it again, by the way? Yeah, this is wrong, right? So why should you create if it already exists? If self.db file path dot exists. Okay, sorry. If path new. Oh, hi. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Hi, TJ. Oh, God. I can't believe this. Oh, God. No, this is a dream come true. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you so much, TJ. I love NeoVim. I love whatever you do. Thank you so much. This is a dream come true. Oh God, I was never expecting this will happen. Uh, Thank you so much. I was just creating this plugin for NeoVim, and I'm creating a backend in Rust to get all the context in Rust. Stream looks cool. Thank you so much. All the gratitude to you and all the NeoVim community members. Thank you so much for building Telescope, helping, doing everything on stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming over. And thank you for making 100 plus followers on Twitch. This means a lot. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm stuck. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm speechless. I don't have any words. But thank you so much. I should just stop speaking now. Okay, I can't type anymore. DJ, thank you so much for the subs as well. Okay, this is not, this is okay, what should I say? Thank you so much again. Thank you for the gifted subs. I don't know how to do all this because I've never been gifted subs as well. I know I've been gifting subs to people and I know how they react. I know they have a really cool uh just animation coming up that TJ gifted these many subs. I never thought I'll be on that stage. I've been streaming for around 2 years now on YouTube. I have around 800 subscribers. So it's I think at one point of time I'll have more number of streams than subscribers. So kind of gave up on that. But thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for the subscription as well. And I mean, subscribers, gifted subs. Thank you. I love Rust. I love NeoVim. But more than that, I love solving problems. Whichever language is used for that, I'll do it except Java. Because I don't know it, to be honest. Yeah, but no hate. Uh, I don't think I can write good code anymore for the next 1 hour, but I'll try. Uh, I've been checking your streams on OCaml, to be honest. I watch while sleeping your stream and Primes as well. So maybe one day, yes. But right now, I live in India and Rust is nowhere very popular, but hopefully it will be very, very soon. So yeah, I have to go to bed though. It's oh wow, 1 a.m. for you. Okay, okay. Please have a good night. Thank you so much again for the raid, and thank you so much everyone for following. Tired Beaver, Ulexine, TJ, I know, Omonda, Jaskra, and Hanso. Hi. Wow. And Russ Jr., thank you so much for following as well. Thank you. Have a good night, TJ. Thank you so much. Wish you all the luck. Today, if you guys know, today is a festival in India. It's called Vijaya Dashmi, which essentially means that the truth prevails and whatever happens to people should be good. So it's a very happy festival for all of us in Hinduism. So I wish all of you who are joining the stream a lot of success in the life and hope you all prevail with whatever path you have chosen for yourself. And may the truth prevail. Yay. Anyways, let's get back to this, right? Let me focus because I think you would like to see some rest. Now, what I have to do is I have to create this path. I'm just checking whether this exists or not, because if it's not, that I don't want to create this file again, and that's what is overwriting essentially, right? So I just want to read the file and that's it, right? So maybe I can just create an object. I can open, or I can actually opt for open options, which is much better. This is something I can do here again, and I can stick to that, right? So here I do file object, and okay, I do this, and that's it, right? So we are creating this file. Object right is true, append is false. Yeah, I would love to append one day in my life. But this is db file path and unwrap, and this file object is here. This is done. Yeah, right. Okay. And then I'll just have output string. This is something that is not really relevant here. This is fine. For now, I'll just keep it simple. I think I can do better. Okay. Right. What's the problem? Oh, yeah. Sure. Why not? Cool. So this will work, right? So what I'm trying to do is, if the db file path does not exist, I will create a new file. If it exists, I'm gonna open it and I'm gonna read it and then append to that file, right? So let's see if that really works. So I will probably not delete the db. Let's keep it that way. So as you can see, that is 459 lines of code. Hi Venom, thank you for coming back. We have a surprise, guys. Just for some context, Venom is a very close friend of mine, and he has been the person behind everything I do on stream. So he has been supporting me a lot. And Venom, today a lot of people have followed us. Thank you to TJ, who rated with around 100 viewers, and he has also gifted 5 subscribers. And I, Lobo underscore 10, thank you so much for following. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. And right, let's go back, right? So we have 459 lines of code. What I would love to do is, for which file are we committing right now? It's srcdb.rs, right? So now let's check for algo.loc.rs, and ta-da! So this is working, guys. As you can see, now algo.loc.rs is there. Now let's try again for one more file, just to confirm it works. I'm gonna try for a change, I'm gonna try for config.rs. Okay, it panicked. Oh yeah, it panicked because it doesn't have any commits. Sorry, that's not something I should have checked. Okay, by the way, that's a bug and we need to fix it. Okay, just keep in mind. Kush, and that's a message for me. Okay, yeah, this is okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It did. Oh, config.rs is there. Oh, it panicked because we don't have that end line number is 10. That's a very short file, right? So just for some context, guys. So what's happening is config.rs is at 9 lines of code. So the reason it panicked, I can again show. The reason it panicked is because we don't have really that line number existing. So if you go to git command algo, where I'm using this at 99, so this dot unwrap, I'm doing expecting that this will work. And the reason I'm expecting, I'll tell you why. Because when you in your plugin, right? Let me actually show you the plugin. We have context palette authors, context palette author, context current line. This is a new Vim plugin, right? So this will do getting top files for top files of current line number 99, right? Now the thing is, when you are using the plugin in your editor, you will never be at a line number that does not exist, right? So I don't really need to check it, and that's why I didn't have any check whether this is working or not, right? That's why this thing was working so far. But when you're in the binary and you're just passing out any end line number, that will be different. Now there's a bug in this line of code, right? I think now let's try to debug this, right? Okay, let's start afresh. Let me explain this to you all, what's happening. I've deleted the DB, which is in the local file system. What I'm doing is I'm doing this target release context palette. Let's start with, let's not do for config.rs, I don't want to. Let's go for main.rs. I'm doing from 3rd line number to 10th line number, and I want all the context of these 7 lines for the given file. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. So let's go back to this file, right? As you can see now, it's populating with src main.rs for the given line number. What is the commit hash? What is the author full name, origin file path, and context file paths? So in each commit, what are the files that have been changed, right? So as you can see in this commit, these are the files that were changed. Okay, so that's all that we are doing here, and given the line number as well, right? So this is fine, and as you can see, we have 365 lines. Okay, so far. Now let's say if I call this for algo.loc.rs, which is another file, and I'm going to do it again for those 7 lines, right? As you can see, it has essentially appended, if I'm not wrong. It's not really appending, to be honest. If you see that the first line is algo.loc.rs, and the last line is also, okay, now it's not working. Okay, this is good. This is good. Okay. Any idea, guys, what could be happening? Any idea? Anyone? I think I know. I think I have an idea, but would love everyone of you to chime in as well. So the reason this is happening, and I'll tell you why it's happening, right? Or maybe the good way to debug over here is also to increase the line number and see if it only happens with a new file and not with the current file. So let's check for more line numbers, right? So as you can see, it is 1106. Now let's do for 30 lines of code. Okay, so essentially it's 27 lines. Okay, it's done. Now you have more files coming in. This is good. Okay, now suddenly if I come up with an idea to use main.rs, does it change? No, it does not. And what's the mapping file? So by the way, we create this mapping file where I use last use index. Because I'm doing database sharding here, the idea is if a file crosses a particular limit, I don't want to want it to keep having the same DB as the current file. I want to append the new data to another file, and I want that to be appended here as well. Okay, so this is okay. src algo loc.rs is okay. Now let's suddenly pick up another line of code, which is probably which is the file I can pick up. Yeah, db.rs. Let's pick up. Okay, so let me do db.rs, enter, and you can see db.rs was also appended 0, and over here now it's changed everything, so it's only 459 lines of code. Now it's down to db.rs. I see what's happening now. If I do it, okay, I think, see, if you just look at mapping.json, right, over here there's src main.rs and there's src algo loc.rs, right? So these two are already there. Now if I do this for them, I think it will be only appended. Yes, it's appended so far, right? It's 822 lines of code. Now just keep an eye. Okay, I'm gonna do it for algo loc.rs as well. I believe it will be appended. Yes, it's appended, right? Because it's already in the mapping.json file. Now, if I if I do it for config.rs, which is, I think, not in the mapping, we'll confirm right now. But let's also change it to 9 because I don't want it to panic. Because panicking is not good. Yeah, okay, enter. And if you see, now this config.rs is added here, and ta-da! So if you can see how we debugged, right? Now, whatever that is there, it was working all good, right? But whenever a new entry is added, this essentially is created, and I know why. If you go to mapping, so the only way to look at this is just find out the place where we are. db.rs, just go to find index, This is where I'm basically reading the mapping file. Sorry, this one, right? So if the file is not found, if index is none, right? So when you do mapping JSON dot get current file path, if this is none, so we are essentially doing get available index. Yes, we are doing db file path over here. We get 0.json. This is fine. We are inserting. This is fine. This is mapping JSON. Nothing to worry about. This is also fine. No problem here. And over this now we are returning indices.cloned, but this indices is none here. Right. So how are we tackling none case? So when this is called, we do, oh, so we are not doing anything so far. Okay, no issues. What should be the index here when it's not found? This is fine. Okay, how are we using this now? This is over here in a DB, right? So we have not really initialized a DB. That's what it means. Because self.current data should here be. Oh, okay. So the reason this is not happening is, okay, you know what? We should not return none here. You know what? Because indices is none. What this did, because the cell.index, so the reason this is not working is because we created a new hash map. And when you created a new hash map, you wrote this to 0.json file because we remember we are not appending to a file right now. We are reading the file, then we are appending that to the JSON object, and then again we are writing that to a file. So it's very heavy. We are not appending right now. Okay. So the way we should do it over here with the current way, with the current method is not return. Here we should return vec of maybe, or we can just do indices dot. Can append. What the? Oh, okay. We haven't really unwrapped it yet. Yeah, indices dot. No, but this is none, right? So I'll have to do sum of maybe vec of cell dot index. Right. So this is what I'll do. The reason we'll fix it later on, but the reason I'm doing this because we'll get available index, right? And if you see get available index, we'll always look at last use index, and this will never be none. So this is fine. This is fine. Yeah, we don't need to worry about it over here. Now, what's your problem? Sorry. Okay. Think I should be able to do this, right? So self.index. Okay. Expected reference. Oh, sorry. Okay. Should have just told me before. Now what's the problem? Temporary value dropped. Yeah, cannot. Yeah. Okay. Cannot assign twice to immutable variable. Okay. Yeah, because you're not. Yeah, got it. Okay, so I can just indices to do it here. And I can return as well. Expect unit type. Oh, because we're in the loop. Any idea how should we do this, guys? Anyone? I believe there'll be a lot of Rust experts here. Any suggestions? Anyone has to add anything? Or one thing I can do is indices dot unwrap or, sorry, not default, but I can do unwrap or, and do vec of cell dot index. And this I can do indices. But then we can't do this. Need to get rid of this team. Sorry. Okay, exit stream. Thank you so much. Try wrapping this. Okay, yeah. I'm a very expert in Rust. Just don't want to help you though. Oh, hi, Rock. I totally forgot that you're also here. You know what? Like what we can do is we can just say indices vec. We can create another object here, right? Now we can do is indices dot. Okay. Wait, where are we doing indices? Just let it be. Okay. Then let's not have. I don't know what to do here, to be honest. But where am I even? Okay. What should we do here? We should do unwrap or. I thought this should be fine. Right, this is fine. But when we do indices equal to this will not work. Wait, is this? Oh, shit. I thought. Oh, get mute. Sorry. My bad, guys. This should work, right? Yeah, this is fine. And so you also want this to be there? Sorry, what was the problem here? Mismatch types, mutable reference, expected mutable reference. Yes, and you found this reference. Okay. You can just say this to me next time. Okay, this is not good. This is not what I want this to be. Try wrapping expression. This is fine, right? What's happening? Expected mutable reference, ampersand mute, found enum option. Okay. Okay. Oh, why am I doing unwrap now? Oh, I can just do. Ah, my bad. Why I don't need to do this, right? So I can just do indices dot. How can I add? Okay. Should be some way to do it. Insert. Yeah, I can do insert. Yeah, I can do indices vec, right? And okay, you want me to remove this mute? Okay, I will do. Okay, now you want me to do this. Okay, just decide what you want me to do. What's the error here? Temporary value dropped while borrowed. Remove this mute. Okay, we have done this already, right? Why? Why remove this mute? Oh, okay. Or I can, you know what? Temporary value while borrowed. Okay. Anyone has an idea, guys? And thank you so much again for joining, everyone. Um, I'm sorry I'm not talking a lot with the chat. I know anyone, like no one is even chatting, to be honest, but maybe I can consider this again. Self.index temporary value dropped while borrowed. Consider using a lead binding to create a longer lived value. Uh, expected mute found. Okay. Yeah. Temporary value is freed at the end of the statement. Okay. You want, what does it do really? It returns the, okay. Yeah. So you want me to, let's say new indices for now. Okay. Let's store it here. Okay. This is fine, right? So new indices, what is this? Unused variable, that is fine. Temporary value dropped while borrowed. Ampersand mute. Indices dot insert. Guys, help me explain this. Or you know what? You know what? For once, let's go to chat GPT and ask what's going wrong. And let's see. All right. Yes, you can see. Let's see. I can just copy paste this line of code. And I can say self.index equal to 0, which is essentially a U32. Sorry, U32, right? And indices is what? Can I get indices somewhere here, which is option mute vec 32. Okay. And I can say over here, I can say option and ampersand mute vec U32, right? And I can say, can ask what's wrong. Okay, there are few issues. Is not the right choice for indices if you want to insert. Okay. And then call as mute on it as a immutable reference. Okay. So once you get mapping JSON copy dot get mute, you do current file path. This is mutable. Okay. Let mute indices option. You keep it without reference. Where are we even getting it? Mapping JSON copy. Okay. Let mute indices and you keep it. This will fail, right? Yeah, this will fail. I don't think I can help it because the way it's organized. The reason it's because, yeah, I just don't have enough command over there. Okay, if let some ref mute indices dot push cell dot index. We can do indices dot push, right? Why were we doing? Okay, we can check. Sorry. If indices. Okay, it's expecting mute. Okay, you know what? Just get rid of this. If indices is none, let's try insert this for now, and let's see if it works. Then we can try understanding what it's doing. Okay. If you get indices as mute, if let some ref mute, what does it do? The insert method doesn't return a new vector with the new element inserted. It modifies the vector in place. Okay. If you want to insert an element into the vector and get modified vector, you should use insert as a statement, then access the modified indices afterward. Okay. In this corrected code, we use option in okay. We use an if let statement to safely work with the option. If indices contains a some value, we enter the block and push cell.index onto the vector. But then this is not true, right? If it already, I want to insert if indices is none. Like that's the whole idea. That's why I mean that's the whole challenge, right? Yeah, that's what I'm asking. But this will, I think, yeah, good that good that we were not wrong at least. I think the only thing is that we are in a function, right? And yeah, this will not work, right? Expected ampersand mute found. Okay, let's try to. Okay. You should make sure the types match. If you want to insert a vec u32 into the option, you should use option vec u32. No, this is not the answer. Right. So see if you see indices type, or you know what? Just let it be. We can have this, right? Let indices vec return indices vec. Can't we do this? And we don't even need all this, right? What do we want here? Oh, you know what? Let's just go to the top wherever it's used. Let's have this here. Cell.current data. Cell.current data equal to cell.read all valid indices. And the way we will do over here is we will say that valid indices equal to vec of cell.index. Let it be, right? That's it. Now I don't need this. I don't need this. Any error? No. So that should fix it, but it's not really the way I wanted it to be. But let's build it again. And this time let's look at this, right? So actually, you know what? Like now we have, okay, how about this? Let's just get rid of the DB. Now, if I do this for config.rs, right, and do this here, you can see that it has 133 lines of code. Now, if I do this, I'll go loc.rs. Ta-da! It worked, guys. So at least the solution works. Not really the best way to do it, I understand, but let's. Right now, one thing I need to check is whether this algorithm is working. So I'll just mark it as, let's say, 1000 lines of code, and delete this again, because if I don't, it will lose the data that we have. Okay, let's start with main.rs. Okay, it's 365 lines of code right now. Let's start with algo.loc.rs. It's 2075 lines of code, but config says that if anything that is, oh, so we are looking for items, not really lines, right? So that's a good point. Let's look at db.rs. So whenever this threshold is crossed, right, essentially what I'm checking is limit crossed, right? Over here, if you see that, this is what I'm checking. If the length of the current data is greater than or equal to max items, and this is true. and here is where I'm respecting it, right? So I'm incrementing the index, and that's where we update our mapping as well. So let's open the mapping file. Okay, right. So let's go over here. How many elements are there? Any idea? Yes. What do you think? I don't know how to check, to be honest. I mean, it would be, oh, it's only 2 lines, right? It's only 2 items. This is first item, and this is the second item. Yeah, that's not the way to check the length. Hmm. Good point, because you will always have this as 2, right? So let me actually print in this for you. Length is right, and if you do cell.current data dot length here, you will see. You see, okay, this was already there. So let me do this for db.rs. Can I go back to db, please? Yeah, length is 3. You see why this is happening? Because we only have 3 keys over there, right? So this is not the best way to do it. One way we can do is we can check. I would love to get the, yeah, I think let's just do that. Like for, let's iter, right? We will have to do iter recursively and find the total number of elements or items in cell.current data, right? By the way, guys, if you're here, if you want to check the code base as well, it's in this context pilot RS repository. So please feel free to go there, give it a like if you want. But this is the code base of everything I'm doing. It's already there. It's working for VS Code and NeoVim. Everything that I'm working right now is an enhancement and making sure that it's performance efficient. Okay. So please feel free to take a look. Okay. I have shared the link in the chat. And if anyone is new, I'll appreciate you guys if you want to subscribe. Follow. Subscription is totally up to you. I don't want to force that. Okay. Anyways, here cell.current data. What we will be do is cell.current data dot, wait a minute. Let's say if okay, this is fine. This is what I forgot. This is a db hash map, right? So I can do dot iter, and I don't want to do, yeah, okay, for item in this, I think item dot 0 will be the field. I'll do item dot 1. So these item dot 1 will be what I want, right? So total length will be equal to 0, and I can just have let, sorry, over here this will be total length plus equal to this. All right. Oh, this should be mute. Okay, what happened, sir? Item dot 1 dot length. Yeah, this should work, right? Yeah, but then I did that, it had some problems. Okay, maybe something was wrong there. Total length is there. Now I don't need to check this here. I should be instead checking this, right? That's it. Now one thing I want to do is I want to print here total length and just make sure that we got it right. Cool. Let's just run it again. Okay, sorry, I need to pick up another file. We are getting out of files. Let me actually do author details. impl.rs context pilot rs is the project name that I want. See, much better, right? So you're getting total length as 52 at the end of the day. Why are we checking it, by the way, again and again? If we have checked it once, we are checking it here. Yeah, we are only checking it once. The store is called multiple times, is it? Okay, let me check about this. Where are we calling store? We are doing dbobject.store, right? Over here, perform for single line. Oh, so for every line we are doing it, right. Okay. Yeah, not bad. I don't mind this checking for each line then. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, so right now we are only at 50 items, right? So let's limit it to 20 items now. And let's see how that goes, right? Are you guys excited? Anyone? Oh, by the way, thank you so much, Fallen Learns, for following. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. If you're new, please consider following. It will help me a lot. Thank you so much. But of course, no force. Up to you. If you But if you like as well, please chat in the chat. I mean, that's what it is for. So if you have any opinions, if you have any critical feedback, I will appreciate it as well. I don't mind. I think I'm still learning. So yeah, chat in the chat. Yeah. I don't know. This is the first time there's so many people watching me, right? In my whole 2 to 3 years of streaming career on YouTube and Twitch. So I'm still new to all this, Mohit. All right, let's do for algoLOC.rs. There we go. We have set the limit as 30. That means mapping.json should have last used index is 1, but it's now 7. The reason it is 7 because we are writing it multiple times. Yeah, Twitch is the best, yes. And if you see, guys, it did create that file. Guys, this is good. You know, this is not bad. This is really, really good. I'm very happy about it. Right, and let me check if it is repeating as well. It's 13 line, right? 13. Yeah, it's just repeating probably. Let me check. Yeah, it's repeating. Yeah, and that's fine, right? So what I want to do instead over here is I will have to check where am I, because this is called for every single line. I don't want to do that. Now this is a problem that we need to fix. Today I'm taking protein shake, by the way, guys. So I will be fixing more bugs. I usually go. Oh, subscribe to your YT too. Thank you so much, Fallen. I appreciate it. If you guys want to see my YouTube channel, I can show it on stream as well. It's something I enjoy showing it to people because it's a lot of work there. 889 subscribers. Yeah, I got 2 new subscribers, guys. Follow that, folks. Yeah, please do. Thank you so much. See, guys, it's 889 subscribers and 126 videos. Now tell me if I will reach 1000 videos first compared to 1000 subscribers. But yeah, this is all, like, you will see that past live streams, there are so many live streams there. I've been trying my level best to stream as much as possible. Like, I shifted to a new city just now. If you're curious why should you subscribe to my YT, I can quickly show that to you as well, but be prepared. This is what it is. Let me, guys, I'm sleepy. मुझे नींद आ रही है. You guys can hear it. क्या मैं सो जाऊं? Should I sleep?
नहीं.
So when he says nahi, guys, if you're new to this stream, please say hi in the chat, okay? I know there are 6 people who are watching the stream, and एक बार hi बोल दो, so that I know that you guys are here. क्योंकि next time हो सकता है I become the president of India.
Oh, just kidding, just kidding. Just kidding.
I'm just having fun while streaming, to be honest. President of India. So I'll give you guys थोड़ा benefit of doubt, and तुम लोग 12 MPs. Essentially, the president of India gets a right to choose 12. Unless you can be one. So 12 ministers or whatever in the one of the bigger courts. I mean, sorry, not bigger court as in, but yeah, you get it, right? It's in bigger parliament. So I was just saying that if I become the president of India, you will get a chance. Maybe I'll vote it for you, because I didn't expect much people on my streams. I'm like, okay, yeah, 7 are watching. I'll just select 7 of them. But yeah, now there are 25, so there'll be competition. But anyways, let's be grounded. Let's focus on work. There's one thing I'm doing wrong. It's not really my mistake. It's just the older version of myself that I wrote this code, and I did not prepare myself for this, right? So I will like this flag to say that, okay, is n equal to, yeah, I would like this to be bool, right? So what I'm saying is, oh god, I'm totally forgetting how do you, oh wow, I almost forget how to annotate the types. Okay, I will only check about this if is n, right? And the reason I'm doing this is whenever you're ending that file right, then you should do that. But I'm also curious, should I, oh sorry, I can just, yeah, I can just do this. Yeah, there's one thing I would love to do over here and fix this is when you're doing this store, right? Yeah, when you're calling the store, you're calling it for each line, right? And you're calling this perform for single line, right? So basically, whenever whatever unvisited indices you have, you're calling it there, right? And once you are in the last, like when you're in the last iteration, my point is, should I be really writing that to a DB? Or should I be What does it do, by the way? I forgot. Where is it? What is it writing though? It's writing the output string, right? And it's using the current data. So I can just skip doing that. Can I? When am I calling DB object again here? Over here, I'm doing DB object.append, right? So let's not call store over here. Or maybe I can call. So how will it work? I'll tell you guys. Sorry. Sorry was uncool of me of posting a link without asking. I knew it was your IT, but still low. Oh no, it's not. It's not uncool. Yeah, it's very cool for you to share links wherever you can. I would say it's not just cool. It's hot. It's hot of everyone for me to share the link. Okay. No one has ever done that for me. Except a few of my friends over here. So, and I don't have exclamation YouTube. As you can see, I'm not really used to it, but I know Venom is gonna work hard after this and force me to do all these things because now more people are watching, and it doesn't really leave a good impression if I don't have those commands, Twitch commands. But yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Please, please, you don't need to ask this if like there are few things that come along with a streamer, right? One is that you don't have any privacy after that. A lot of people ask my phone number. I'm like, it's literally out there on Google. I mean, just go and spam me. Break my privacy as much as you want. I don't have any of that, which is unfortunate. Yes. I mean, I'm not enjoying that for sure, but I'm not a famous streamer, anyways. So who cares? Right now, there's this thing, right? So I want this is end to be passed along, and maybe I can just check if each unvisited index is equal to unvisited indices dot. I don't know, not really a bit. Okay. If there was a let, okay, let is n equal to false, right? And undo as n equal to. I don't need to do this, by the way. I can just do is n equal to each one unvisited index equal to unvisited indices dot length minus 1. If these are equal, I call this. Remove these parentheses. I cannot compare. Okay. Okay. Yeah, each unvisited index is what U32. Why is it though? No. Okay. I can just say U32 and I can do U32 for this as well. Now what's your problem? Remove this parenthesis. I will do. Oh, it's not immutable. You should. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. You want to remove these parentheses? Sure, we will do that for you. But by the way, it's better to have that as a U size instead of doing this. I don't think it will anyways cross. Okay, this is done. All right, guys. So this is done. That's what I'm passing it here, right? Now this should work. If it doesn't, then who is gonna take the onus on that? Like, who is responsible for all these mistakes, guys? Let's go to the diagnostics. Okay. Yeah, I need to do it everywhere. Let mute is n equal to false. Is n equal to each one visited index as U size. And we check that this is unvisited indices not length minus 1. Ta-da! Okay, okay, okay. I would love some extra parentheses here and there just for understanding. Is in. Cool, this is done. I'm gonna copy this line because I don't want to type again. No matter how fast you can type, you should not type a lot if you want to save your energy. Alright guys, this is done as well. Now what's the error? There's one more error and then we are done. Let mute is n equal to false. Done guys. So now the thing that we are doing is like we are not really okay, wait a minute. Just focus on this, right? Unassigned is never read. That's not true. Unvisited index and unvisited indices. Borrow of moved value. Yeah, that's moved there. Okay. Can I do iter instead? Will that solve the problem? Yeah. Oh, oh. Now this is all my mistake. Can I, because if I do this now, it will be, yeah, yeah, okay. Okay, it's either I can choose to fix it or I can choose to, yeah. Is end is never red? It's red here. What do you mean it's never red? All right, time to fix this as well. The times we live in. Can you please? Okay, no, this is not good. What did it do, by the way? What the? Why would you do that, by the way? What was that action that they did? I don't know as well. Okay, there's one more and then we are done. Trust me, the output will be very beautiful. So hold on, don't give up. I'm probably saying this to myself rather than to you all. So please don't leave just now. Please follow if you guys are new. Please, 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 please. Thank you so much. Oh god. I haven't eaten anything though. It's around 10:46 a.m. So I should finish this quickly. Okay. Ta 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 ta. Try this. What do you want me to try here? Try this. Unwrap. Unable to create a folder. Okay. I will try. I don't mind trying. To be honest. What do you want me to try again? Okay. I will try wherever you ask me. You want me to try something? Oh, sorry. Yeah. There you go. What else do you want me to try? Nothing? That's it? These are not used, so okay, I will comment them out as well. I would love no warnings to come. Okay, let mute is n equal to false is not really used over there, but what I want is I want this to be a okay, fine. Now what's your problem? Why is it value assigned to is and is never read? Oh, because you're my bad, sorry. Cool. Okay, this is done. Yeah, we can just quickly get rid of all the warnings in the code base, guys. That is some journey that we have had so far. So I'm very happy about it. You guys should be happy as well. I mean, yeah. Cool. This is done, guys. This is done. All good. Let's try to build it again. And I'm gonna call this again. Okay, I need to call this for something else. Okay, this is too much. Let's delete the DB. Cargo build. Okay, it was already done. Let's do this. Okay, total length 5. Okay. Now let's look at context palette DB. Mapping.json. Yes, this is fine. Yes, this is fine. Okay. Now let's do this for, yeah. Alright. This is good. This is good. Almost good, right? Almost good. See, this is 1806 lines of code. This is 2040 lines of code. I think we definitely have, yeah, there are few improvements to make. I believe that we are missing out on something. Oh, yeah, we kind of, yeah. This is one thing we need to do. So I'll tell you right what is happening over here, guys. So so in database sharding, right? So this current data, whenever we say that the limit has crossed, right? We are rewriting the whole data to another file. That's what is going wrong. So over here, this is called, right? So this should not be doing. We should not be writing the whole DB, like data here. There's a problem. How do we fix this? Because this current data should change, right? Because you've crossed the limit now. So current data is no more, uh, current data is no more the data that you had. So I believe this check should happen in the append and not really in the store. Oh, drink water. Yes, I'm drinking protein shake. Thank you for the reminder, Mohit. I appreciate it. After this, I will have six packs and I will have, but I have nothing, none of that sort, guys. Don't worry. Anyways, guys, are you any of you here, 26 viewers? Can I request all of you to please say hi in the chat? If you don't mind, guys, would love to talk to you all and discuss how things are going. How do you like the stream so far? Because you've been here for some time now. Anyone wants to say hi? Anyone wants to say how you doing? I know my camera is not on. I'll try to ensure that that is on from the next time. Hi, Speedy Astro. Thank you so much for saying hi. Thank you. This is your first time chatting on the stream. Thank you. How do you like the stream so far? Any feedback? Do you feel it's in engaging? Do you feel it's good? Are you learning anything? Are you enjoying, or are you? If you want ASMR kind of keyboard, I can get that as well one day. It's not really useful, but yeah, for now, I think that's the coding is the only thing I know. Speedy Astro, thank you so much. Nice name. Where does it come from? Do you do you do astrology? Do you know astrophysics? Do you know astronomy with some speed, with velocity? Both are different, right? One is 1D, the other is 2D. I don't know what I'm speaking. Anyways, I think so. So the idea is right. I'll tell you what. This current data should now be updated after the limit is crossed. It should now be an empty list once you're done. This is a good point, right? So once you're done writing, I'm enjoying also working with you in background. I'm from YT. Oh, you're also working in the background. Thank you. You're enjoying. That is great. Thank you so much. You're from YT. Oh, you're coming from YouTube? So you actually came from a YouTube channel to Twitch, or do you work in YouTube? I don't know. So you came from a YouTube channel to Twitch. Oh, that is great. I never thought that my YouTube channel is that engaging for people to come from YouTube to Twitch. But this is good. Thank you so much. Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to okay. Okay, thank you so much. Soaring God. Them. All good. Thank you so much. I don't really want to promote my channel in any way other than organic growth for now. I will not stick to clickbait as long as I want to, probably. All good. Thank you so much for joining, but that's all I want to add. Okay. Anyways, once we are done doing this, let's not do anything here, right? One thing I'll say is this is our new flag. We cross limit equal to true. This is one thing I like doing here because I would like to check right over here. I would like to check. Okay, yeah, this is yeah, we're gonna read it now, right? So when we are appending this thing, right, when you're doing, I will say if we cross limit, right, we will do self dot current data equal to an empty vector, right? But it's not really a vector, sorry, hash map new. Or maybe you know what, just clear it. Yeah, it's a spam. Fallen leans. Fallen learns it is. I've been calling it fallen lens for some reason. Sorry. Need to get my specs. Sorry. Yeah. Now, does it help? The question is this, right? Does it help us? It will probably. Let's see. Let's see, right? Let's do cargo build release again. And let's do this for maybe db.rs here. Total length is 5. We are storing this here. db.rs is here. This is good so far. Let's now do, see now what's happening is if I do algo loc.rs and if I say 100 lines, okay, total in 79. So we should be getting something here. Mapping.json last use index is still 1. Did this come here? Yeah, it came here. That's the problem, right? So the reason it came over here is because we checked in the mapping file and then we are appending, right? So now is a good time to update the code base so that the mapping file is also updated. So mapping file we are updating, no doubt about that. I'm not doubting you all, okay? But what we are not doing is we are not doing mapping data dot set. Can I do set? We will have to do insert anyways, okay? We will have to do for the current file path, right? So we will do self dot current. So what do we do? DB file path? Is that what is used? Where are we doing mapping data dot insert? Let me check. Where are we doing insert? Yes, current file path, right? So what is the current file path here? We are passing that current file path. Okay, can you tell me what's the current file path? Can someone please tell me what's the current file path? Oh, I'm passing it here as well. Wow, this is crazy stuff. Okay, let's store time to store in the. Okay, I have to agree. I'm doing this too much now, but I will. But like, don't worry about it, guys. I mean, I know you guys are not worrying about it, but it will be fixed later on. This is done. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to go to store array. Okay. Over here, what do I need to do whenever you get current file path? Right. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Venom, for deleting the spam message. I appreciate it. Yeah. You're such a good moderator, bro. Uh, I know none of that sort. Mapping data dot insert current file path. Now what we are doing is we need to insert the new index, right? So that's what we need to do. That's it. Right? So over here, found array. Sure. You expected? Sure. We will give you what you want. Yeah, you have a problem with this? We will give you this again. Okay. Okay. You want this? Sure. Okay. Now let's delete the DB for now. Okay, let's start afresh. We do this context pilot. Okay. I'm kind of nervous about it. Okay. Right. So I believe we are getting there. This is not bad at all, guys. This is good. You know what? Like I definitely know that. By the way, can I search for 13? Oh, we haven't deleted it. That's why. No, this is fine. We are creating this file again. I think we are done. Oh, it's reducing 98. What's the last one? 73, 76, 13, 84. Yeah, it's random, right? Line number 76. Okay. So one question I have over here. Okay. Did we? So after clearing this up, I want to print done clearing. Okay. What I want to do is I want to just see. Yeah, because you never do that, right? So that's the problem. See, I think I guessed it, right? So we have to go back, and the way we are doing it, see, when you're done with calculating the whole data, you can't really clean it. Like, there's no point. This is essentially doing nothing for us, right? What we would like to do instead of this is that we clear it just when we cross a limit. And the only way to do that is by, but okay, you know what? Let's check for 200 lines of code. Yeah. So once that is done, you see done clearing total line 195. And I believe we will have one.json now. Yeah, there you go. Right. And this will have 69, 51. Yes, this is a 54. Do we have 200? Do we have 199? No. We have 199 here. Okay. So why am I not? I think somewhere down this line, We are not calculating the right. Let's look at format everywhere. .json. Yeah, this is wrong, right? So this is where I'm kind of failing. Okay. RF. Let's do this again. Cargo build. Okay, guys. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do. Let's start with 100. Right. So we will have mapping.json, which will say that last use index is 1. We have two files, which is good. This is 5214. This is 5164. I know what's happening, to be honest, but we'll see. You know what? Let me actually search for this here. Yeah, it's here. This is 31 lines of. Okay. Yeah, this commit hash can be common, right? But you got it 68 times, 73 times. I need to check what's going on. Now I'll do this trailing characters. db.rs 36 line. Oh, did I change something here? Is there a trailing character? db.rs 36 line of code. Data buffer, read to string db file path. Why were you not able to read this? Unable to deserialize trailing characters, line number 132, 138. Oh, did I? Oh, so it was not really. Wait a minute. What is, guys? Can someone tell me what is 5164 plus 138? I see what's happening. Okay, let me actually do this again, right? Guys, sorry. I'm gonna do this again. I think we are writing somewhere. We missed out on something. Yeah, if you see this now in file path, I think in 138 line number. Yeah, there you go, right? So this something going wrong here. Because once you were done, you don't want to really store this, I guess. That's what it meant. It's definitely because the way we are clearing it, to be honest. Like, see, let's go back to the only solution is over here. Whatever changes we did, right? Perform for single line. Where was it? Git command algo, right? Are yeah, here. Right? So we are doing perform for single line. We are calculating is end. And what we should do, so we are doing db object dot store is end. So we should ideally be doing this for all these. Let's call false for now. And over here, what we should do is, so this is limit crossed. We should not do it. Yeah, we should just keep a, you know what? We have current lines there, right? Are we using it somewhere? No, right? Let's current items. Wherever current lines we were using, let's do this because we are initializing the DB here. And whenever we are calling store, let's do let mute, no, not really mute. Self dot current items plus equal to 1. Right over here, this is done. Now, what I'll check is limit crossed. We don't need to do this. We can just check, you know what, comment this out in total. This I can check self dot current items. Right, this is done. Right, and we go back. It's going down. I'm yelling timber. You better move. You better dance. Let's make a night you won't remember. Yes, guys? No? Okay. Now it will be interesting to see how it works. Right? Because I'm essentially never using it. Right? You know what? Let's wait. Let's do this all cleanup later on. Let's delete. Now let's do target release. 200. Oh wow, we are doing it directly. It never cleaned up as well. Why? Oh, so we are only having n number of lines. This is 10,639 lines of. Okay. So it was fine before, is it? Okay. So here we are doing v is limit. Okay, plus equal to 1 we are doing. And what is the value for this, by the way? Max items in each device 30. Okay, so can I please have current items as something that is printed? I want to see what's really going on here. I will probably. Okay. Right, I would like to see. Don't tell me I really hate this RMRF command, to be honest, guys. It never got printed. Why? Are we never checking for is limit crossed? But oh, isn't is always this is crazy. My bad, guys, sorry. That's why I'm like, why is it not even called? You see, done clearing, done clearing. Oh, so it's clearing out again. So when is limit crossed, you also do self dot current items equal to 0. Because now you're starting from scratch, right? So you want to scratch it. Let's do RMRF again. See, it cleared out before. Now let's see. Are you guys ready? Guys, come on. Can you all clap for me? Everyone, just take a look at this. This is proper database sharding, guys. 0.json, it's 1769 lines of code. This is 189 lines of code. This is 1767, 1670, 1752, and this is 1427. This is 1492. Guys, this is amazing. And if you look at mapping.json, now this is wrong. src loc.rs should contain 1 2 3 4 5 6 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. Once we are done fixing this, we are going to I don't know. We'll go to the first release. Okay, just one more fix, guys, and then we are done. But let's actually check it for another file. My bad. I should never be happy too soon. I spoke too soon, guys. Sorry. Let's check for db.rs. There you go, right? Trailing characters. Why not? Because my life can never end without. Where are you editing out? 9:15. Okay, 9:15. Can you show me 9:15? Yeah. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Yeah, this is not being written properly. Why? Okay, guys, never ever celebrate too early. Okay, that's a lesson for all of us. Okay, please never do that to yourself. Okay, you guys promise that to me. All right, guys. I think for now we will take a break and we will be back next time. Right? I think it was a great stream. I'm gonna create a PR first and then go. But let's also celebrate what we did today. Let's be proud of ourselves with no warnings. It's still a lot of work to do. I think we are closing out. Let's create a PR really like, I don't know, DB sharding phase 1. And let's commit all of this. Right? I think this is all good. Database sharding. Need to check mapping. Alright, guys. We are done. Nice stream. Thank you so much, Panam. Guys, for once 22 viewers, can all of you say hi? At least say hi. I'm not expecting anything else. Just if you're watching the stream, if you're here, can you say hi? See, Venom is here. He's saying hey. So you guys can say hi as well. If you prefer hey, that also works. If you prefer some other language, that also works. But yeah. Hi. See, again he is back to hi. Okay. I don't know how to make it more engaging, but I'll keep trying, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, database sharding, DB sharding, phase one. Right. I'll wrap it up here. We have done this all. A few bugs that we need to fix. But the very first one is writing JSON writing not proper somewhere. It's buggy. Second thing is of course fix mapping file should append to the list. Yep, this is done. Create pull request, guys. Namaste. Yes, namaste. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna take a break now. I will be back again tomorrow. I'll try around this time, sometime early as well, if possible. I have to go to the office, but hopefully we'll see you guys again. Thank you for being here, everyone. Really appreciate it, and thank you, TJ, for the rate again. I know he's not here right now, but really appreciate it. If you're here, please feel free to drop a subscription. I mean, not really a subscription, but on YouTube, just please feel free to subscribe me. If you can go back here, please feel free to subscribe. Thank you for 890 subscribers as well. Thank you. And that's me. I'll upload the stream there. So thank you. That was Kushash Shimali, Kush, Buffet Codes also. Take care, everyone. Thank you. Take care. Bye. Bye bye.